Well, hello everybody. Gonna do a little shooting today. I got a really dandy little 22 pistol we're shooting today. It's the original Walthr PPK. This is a dandy little gun. I don't know why. I have always thought these are super neat. I'm not a big fan of James Bond, but that's what, you know, kind of in the Hollywood scene made these guns pretty famous. But I've always wanted one, and for whatever reason, I think they come in 22 long rifle, of course, 32 ACP, and 380. In today's world, the 380s are the most popular. I'm not sure if even modern manufacturers making the 32. They made a lot of them, you know, in 1950s, somewhere in that time frame. In 32 has never been super popular, but it definitely has got a following of some, and I've always thought that would be the neat one to have. Of course, I've never coughed up the money, you know, they're pretty pricey. So this is a modern manufacturer one, 22. A good friend of mine, Vaughn, he's a big supporter of the channel, I appreciate it. He's the one that this gun belongs to. He just let me borrow it for today to do a little video on it. What I think is interesting about these guns, a couple things. You know, in the 1930s, when these guys first come out, they got the decocker. So, you know, there's the single action, double action, and flip it around here. So with the decock lever, that's what drops the hammer safely. Now it's in safe, now it's in fire. In the 1930s, this was pretty cutting edge technology for a small handgun like this. I mean, this was one of the original, like, compact, micro compacts, however you want to say it. Back then, this was, you know, really cutting edge stuff. So what I think is interesting about it, so the mag release is this little button on the side. There's no slide release. So got an empty mag, empty gun. We've talked about YouTube and inserting mags, so you guys understand that. So now with the slide back, there's no way to drop that slide. There's no slide release. So way to do it, drop the mag out, and then just manually grab the slide, work it forward. Easy as mud, right? So the slide won't stay back unless there's a mag in it. So I guess in a combat scenario, you're out of ammunition, drop the mag, put a new mag in it, then you just work the slide, and then that chamber's another round, you're ready to go. So different than what we're used to in today's world with the slide releases. I thought that was very interesting about this gun. So we're going to talk about the ammo today. So Vaughn has told me that this gun can be very fussy with ammo. If you guys have had much experience with these smaller 22s, they can be fussy with ammo. So I'll show you what we're going to shoot today. So what Vaughn's told me is he's pretty much all went to the CCI Stingers. Very premium 22 by anybody's standards. Not famous for great accuracy, but you know, they're pretty stout as far as that goes. So for our test today, I'm not going to shoot Stingers. I know these guys work, so we're going to try some other ammo. CCI mini mags. I think by anybody's standards, this is a premium 22 shell. I bought one of the Ruger SR22s here a year or two ago back. I think I did a little video on it. The guy that I bought it from, he just says shoot mini mags in it for at least 500 rounds, and then that Ruger will probably cycle anything. So we're going to try the mini mags in it today. I'll be shocked if these guys don't run well in this Walthr. So these guys have been pretty available lately. I've bought some of them. I don't have a lot of experience. They're just called the Winchester Super X PowerPoint. This is a 40 grain bullet. We're going to try some of these guys. I'm interested in these because I bought some of these, it's been 6 months ago, and I just really haven't spent much time with them. So I'm real interested in them. Then, of course, some of my favorite old standbys, the old Federal. These are the 36 grain hollow points. This is new box, as you can see. I'm ashamed of the price of them. I paid over $40 for this box, but we all remember the days when you was paying, you know, 10, 15 bucks for a box of these. Those days are gone. But anyway, this has always been a good 22 shell for me. I'm real interested if this guy will cycle. So what I find interesting about it is this guy actually has pretty decent sights. I'm not going to monkey with them just because obviously it's not my gun, but that rear sight is adjustable for windage, and of course elevation. None of these handguns are adjustable. So I don't care what the point of impact is today. I'm going to shoot a group at 25 yards That seems a little silly, doesn't it? To shoot a group at 25 yards on paper with this little gun, but that's what we do. Sometimes we do things around here, sometimes don't make a dang bit of sense, but we do them anyway. Shooting this gun on 25 yards of paper, maybe is one of those things, but let's have some fun with it. So the first ammo we're gonna try is the CCI Mini Mags. All right, the gun seemed to function real good. The slide held back after the last round, so that's always a good sign. Let's walk up the target and have a look. All right, guys, well, you guys have shared some good and bad times with me at the range, and you've seen them where it's both. Today, I think it's gonna be a good day at the range. Don't want to sound too positive already, but check this group out, it's pretty cool. So there's 1, 2, 3. Dead eye on the bull. That is less than a 2-inch group. 1 3/4 inches. Just over 1 inch on those two. Well under 2 inches though. I hope you guys can see that good. Well, that's a dandy group. So there's 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, well, the next thing we're gonna try is the good old Federal bulk pack. These are the 36 grain hollow point. I've had great luck with these in a lot of other guns. I've never shot them in this gun. So if this gun fails, you guys will see it. I'll show it to you. So let's see what it'll do. All right, guys, so it did fail to feed on that one. We'll see if we can clear it and shoot one more. It failed to eject. All right, guys, well, failed to eject again. Definitely does not like the Federal 36 grains. We're gonna walk up and look at the target. Probably pointless because the way this gun is the way this gun is functioning with these, not worth monkeying around with. Doesn't like them. Okay, guys, here's 1, 2, 3. Point of impact is perfect. That's about a 2.5 inch group. I'll tell you what, if it would function those, I would not hesitate a bit about shooting them. That's still not a bad group. All right, we'll go ahead and mark these. Okay, so the next ammo we're going to try is these 22 or these Super X. These guys are a 40 grain hollow point. They're claiming they're going 1,280 feet per second. I'll show you something interesting about these. Hope you guys can see it. That has got a bad boy hollow point for a 22. Very interesting. This will be the first time I've shot these Winchesters. So just by comparison, look at the Stinger. The Stinger's on the bottom, Winchester's on the top. Stinger barely has a hollow point compared to this Winchester. So now the Winchester's in the middle. The top one is at 36 grain. With the 3 there, you can see easily that has got a giant hollow point in it. I can see a video coming with a ballistic test on these. So interesting, I got really interested in 22s a few years ago. And I got a few prairie dogs in the fields around here, and I shot one with a 22 Stinger. So me being the gun guy, the bullet guy, whatever, I had to walk up there, found the prairie dog, and it looked like a pinhole all the way through it. It did exit, which surprised me. There's no way it could have expanded. The entry hole and the exit hole was exactly the same. I was quite disappointed in that Stinger. I thought for sure, see, they're advertising 1,600 feet per second. I thought for sure that Stinger would exit, would open up and expand. I don't think that it did, but we're gonna have to do a ballistic test, I can tell. I'm hoping that these 40 grain hollow points will cycle through this little Walther. That'd be pretty neat. Another thing that I found interesting is look at the difference in the case length on that Stinger versus these others. That is quite a bit longer. So the one on the left is the Winchester. Still, there is quite a difference in case length. Very interesting. I didn't know that. So. All right, here we go. We're going to take 3 shots with the Winchester Super X. So we had a failure to fire on that. So I'm gonna give this just a minute. I don't know if it's a light primer strike or I don't know what happened on it, but we're gonna find out. It did not eject. This guy's a fussy little devil, isn't it? We're gonna try one more. The empty round was still in the chamber, and it did not. It was still in there, and I cycled it a couple times, and it came out. All right, well, we're gonna walk up and have a look. Here again, a little bit pointless. It is fussy with ammo. Seaside mini mags seem to work, so we're gonna go see what this looks like. Then we'll shoot some steel with those mini mags. All right, well, did not like those Winchesters. Got 1, 2, and I think this is the third one right here. But yeah, they didn't like them at all. All right, so we found some things out on the gun. Definitely is a little bit ammo fussy, likes a Seaside mini mag. So I loaded a full mag up. We're gonna go after the dueling tree with it. 100% sure that this will not spin the plates on the dueling tree. We'll just be able to hear the metal tink and see if we can hit anything offhand with it. This is a dandy little gun. I am not sure why I like it so much. It doesn't make a bit of sense why I would even like it. Well, that certainly didn't take long. I'm gonna grab another mag. All right, I got a couple more mags. We'll see if we have any more malfunctions with this. It really seems to like these mini mags. Let's empty a few more mags. Well, hopefully you guys can hear. I had a few hits there. Had a few misses too. Boy, it's hard to beat a good 22 handgun, rifle, whatever. 22s are just dang fun, that's for sure. So anyway, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Want to tell everybody thanks for subscribing. We've had quite a few, or a little bit of an upswing. So I want to tell everybody thanks. If you haven't subscribed, please take a minute and do so. And have a good night.